El Paso is your hometown. Some on this stage have suggested a voluntary buyback for guns in this country. You've gone further. You said, quote, Americans who own AR-15s and AK-47s will have to sell them to the government, all of them. You know the critics call this confiscation. Are you proposing taking away their guns, and how would this work?
I am, if it's a weapon that was designed to kill people on a battlefield.
Robert, we don't care what it was designed to do. Matter of fact, we don't care what you call it either. Enough of this bull. Call it what you want. Assault weapon, murder weapon, machine gun, assault clip, Pokemon killer. We don't care. Because to me and millions of other people in this country, our AR-15s are self-defense rifles that we use for hunting, sport, and recreation. But most importantly, to defend against any man, woman, country, province, continent, or what have you who attempts to take the life of me, the people I love, and the freedom of this country. Because I assure you that if anyone tries to do any of the aforementioned, it will be a war to protect the things that are most near and dear to us.
If the high impact, high velocity round, when it hits your body, shreds everything inside of your body because it was designed to do that so that you would bleed to death on a battlefield and not be able to get up and kill one of our soldiers.
Good. That's exactly what I want my self-defense rifle to do. That's why I have it, so that when some psychopath tries to take my life or anyone else's, it stops them from doing it effectively as possible. Why the hell would I want the thing that's supposed to help save my life be less effective if there are people out there trying to kill me? I don't want a fair fight. In that moment, I'm at war to protect my life. I want to cheat. I want the odds to be so lopsided in my favor that even the devil has to second guess with me.
When we see that being used against children, and in Odessa, I met the mother of a 15-year-old girl who was shot by an AR-15, and that mother watched her bleed to death over the course of an hour because so many other people were shot by that AR-15 in Odessa and Midland. There weren't enough ambulances to get to them in time. Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47. We're not going to allow it to be used against our fellow Americans anymore.
There are lunatics out here killing kids and little babies and not even blinking. That's evil that we're talking about here. And this drunk driving elf-looking political sycophant has the audacity to say he's gonna take away our most effective means of protection against this type of sickness? Okay, since you want to let your overpaid and underintelligent political campaign advisors put a battery in your back to spew some of the most unconstitutional anti-American rhetoric to ever come out of the mouth of a sitting U.S. official, you take your skinny out to the street and come and get them. Since you want to be big and bold on the debate stage, lead the confiscation of these guns yourself instead of putting our law enforcement in danger. Come to think of it, hell, you're a millionaire and your wife is a quadrillionaire. You put up your own money to fund this mandatory buyback instead of forcing us to pay to have our own constitutional rights violated.
I'm listening to the people of this country. The day after I proposed doing that, I went to a gun show in Conway, Arkansas, to meet with those who are selling AR-15s and AK-47s and those who are buying those weapons. And you might be surprised, there was some common ground there. Folks who said, I would willingly give that up, cut it to pieces. I don't need this weapon to hunt, to defend myself. It is a weapon of war. So let's do the right thing, but let's bring everyone in America into the conversation. Republicans, Democrats, gun owners, and non-gun owners alike.
I want you to think about what he just said. He said he went to a gun show to meet with people selling AR-15s and people buying them. And he claims that they said that they don't need them and that they would give them up. So I ask, if they don't need them and would give them up because they think that they're a problem, why are they at a gun show buying them? I'll tell you why. It's because Robert Francis is a beady-eyed little liar, which shouldn't surprise anyone because this is the same guy who not too long ago said this.
Why should they not have one?
To be clear, they should have them. If you purchase that AR-15, if you own it, keep it. Continue to use it responsibly. I think Texas...
And now he's on the debate stage saying this.
Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47.
Beto, you don't have a dog in this fight except for your self-aggrandizing narcissism and your drowning presidential campaign. You're an entitled little coward, playing political dress-up and hiding behind armed security while you tell the rest of us to get rid of our most effective means of protection. However, that's not even the worst of it. What's worse than Beto engaging in what in my mind amounts to premeditated treason is the fact that Beto was simply saying out loud what everyone else on that stage agrees with. They were either too smart to say it or too afraid to say it. But think about it. Nobody checked Beto when he said this tomfoolery. They just sat there twiddling their thumbs. But make no mistake, they all agree with him. Beto was just the idiot desperate enough to say it out loud in hopes of re-energizing his campaign with the extreme left. All the other candidates talked around the issue and danced and shimmied because they all know if you want to boil a frog to death, you can't just put it in boiling water. It'll just hop out. If you really want to boil a frog to death, you put it in cool water and turn the heat up a little bit at a time. A little bit of common sense gun control here, a little bit of reasonable gun law there, a sprinkle of some universal background checks, a dose of assault weapon ban, and before you know it, the entire Constitution is on fire. The people are running around like a bunch of morons trying to figure out why they don't have any constitutional rights anymore. I mean, we only wanted to get rid of the second one. Yeah, you Looney Tunes. The second one is the one that was protecting the rest of them. But no, you let this fraction of a man stand up on an American debate stage and brag about violating the entire Bill of Rights, and this was your response.
Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47. We're not going to allow it to be used against our fellow Americans anymore.
So this is how liberty dies, with thunderous applause.
Right now, there's a culture war against the Second Amendment, which is why I need your help spreading our message to counter their message. You can do this by leaving a comment, sharing this video, and click the bell and subscribe button. Let my voice be your voice, and let them know you want to keep America tactical, because the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed wasn't a suggestion, it was a directive. Also, if you're wondering where to purchase your state-specific Keep America Tactical shirt, click the link under the Keep America Tactical in the description section of this video.